Okay, so once again, good morning everyone. We are now on our topic sa module number 3 which has a title of Generating Ideas, Harnessing Logic and Creativity. Now, our main objective in studying about module number 3, first is to identify the various resources or sources of ideas for entrepreneurial ventures. Number 2 is to discuss the alternative methods for generating ideas for a new venture. 3 is to discuss emerging trends that could be the source of new venture ideas. Number 4 is to explain the factors that contribute to creative thinking, explain the role of creativity in generating new venture ideas, and lastly is to utilize some techniques in creative problem solving. So guys, as an overview with our lesson, a plan to pursue a business usually came from a noble idea. Because this business idea in turn is a product of various thinking process which include critical thinking and creative thinking. So dito sa module na to guys, we will explore various activities and examples on how the use of logics and systematic analysis may be referred to a critical thinking. Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng critical thinking? And what does it mean when it comes on generating idea for an entrepreneurial venture? So similarly guys, it is non-systematic, discontinuous, and lateral thinking, which is collectively known as creative thinking, can also inspire individuals to introduce new products and services to the market. So, aside from generating ideas, creativity can also be used in creative problem solving. So, that's the overview of our lesson. So, these are the sources of ideas for an entrepreneurial ventures. Ano-ano nga ba yung mga sources of ideas na karaniwan na kinoconsider ng mga entrepreneur before they start their business? So, several practicing entrepreneurs and business coaches have identified a host of sources which came from things that we can find some ideas. This can be categorized into 4 major sources, guys. First one is from the existing product or services. Okay? What does this mean? So, some entrepreneur may be able to get an idea from an existing products and services. Pwede nila tong i-innovate. They can create other ideas from a certain idea of a business. At pinapaano lang nila to, pinapalago lang nila, or mas pinapalawak lang nila yung perspective ng idea ng business. Okay, that's number 1 or letter A, from the existing product or services. Okay? O, kagaya na lamang ng burger. Guys, burger is already an existing product. But as you can see, there are so many outlets na ng burger stands ngayon. Tama? Iba't ibang pangalan, iba't ibang brand. Okay? We have the Jollibee, we have the McDo, Angel's Burger, Big Mac, Papa's Burger, and many more. Okay? And those businesses, those product was actually came from an existing idea. Okay? So, in-innovate lang yan ni entrepreneur. Got it? Letter B naman tayo, from the process. From the process, it actually gives off an idea to a person wherein paano ba gawin ng isang produkto. Kasi an entrepreneur, as I have told you before when in our past lesson, ang entrepreneur has the capability to innovate the process. It has, or he or she has the capability to think of some idea, get an idea on how to get into the process in creating the product. Nakakuha po? Okay, kagaya na lang ng kakilala ng husband ko. He was already into something or into creating something in order for it to become a business. Like yung chicken. The chicken is already existing, right? But the process on how to preserve the chicken, the process on how he could give a tasteful, diba? Taste doon sa chicken. That's the process. Nakuha po? Okay. Now guys, letter C natin, from the person and from the employment. Ayan, yun naman sinasabi natin from the person and from the employment. Dito naman pumapasok yung mga entrepreneur na nanggaling sa pagiging empleyado. And then they get the idea from their current employment or previous employment. And then they were able to, they were able to implement it into their own business. Nakuha po? O let's say for example, si John. Si John, nagtrabaho siya sa factory ng pagawaan ng patty, ng burger. And then eventually, he already know the process kung paano gawin ang patty. He already know the process kung paano ibebenta. He already know the process on how to get the customers. And then, naisipan ni John na, ay, gusto ko ring magtayo ng business na ganito. Kaya, magre-resign ako. Mag-iipon, nakawaipon na rin lang ako. Kaya yun, i-implement ko siya sa business ko. Okay? So, most likely, these people who get the idea from the person or from the prior employment was already had the idea na on how to get into the business. Nakuha po? O, kagaya ko when I was teaching elementary. No? Siyempre, 'di ba, nakikita ko yung process how to get the tutorials, how to do the process kasi sometimes my boss let me do let me go to the department and then get the business permit, 'di ba? So from then natutunan ko kung paano ba mag-start ng sarili kong tutorial, 'di ba? Pero syempre, hindi ko in-implement yon kasi it's not what I want really. 'Di ba? Sometimes kasi, kung ano yung gusto natin, kung ano yung nafe-feel natin na, ay gusto ko ganito din ang maging business ko. We get to it and get the idea and then we implement. Okay, yun yung letter C, guys. From the person, from the prior employment. Sometimes other person or other people also gives you the idea. 'Di ba? At pag nagustuhan mo, ay oo nga no, tama. Maganda ngang business 'yan. Sige nga, ituro mo nga sa akin kung paano, subukan ko. 'Di ba minsan may ganun tayo? Kumbaga parang nalalighten up, no? Nalalighten up yung wisdom natin from the other person, from the other people's idea. That's why we get to use to, ay oo, maganda nga 'yan. Sige, gagawin ko 'yan. Diba? And then next, letter D from relations. Dito naman papasok yung, let's say for example, a family business. Diba? From a family business and then turn to be yours. Diba? So, kumbaga parang you are the one who will be able to manage the business and then nag-generate ka ng new ideas from that business. You generate new ideas from how to get the clients, how to do marketing, how to do the sales, 'di ba? So those are the sources of ideas for entrepreneurial ventures. No, guys? Karaniwan ganun po 'yon. Okay. Okay guys, now let's go to the methods for generating or testing new ideas. So, there are several methods of generating business ideas. We will classify them into logical thinking and creative thinking. Okay? But before that, guys, let us first identify what really is the meaning of logical thinking and creative thinking. Okay? So, when we say logical thinking, guys, this refers to the systematic and rational way of providing an answer to a question. It is a systematic since it follows step by step, no, when it comes in responding an inquiry and Rational siya because it adheres to the rules of logical connecting the relationship of various or variables and making conditions, even conclusions. Yung statistic analysis naman guys, this refers to analysis of data generated from a survey of individuals. Okay, ano-ano yon? Number 1, we have the market analysis, which is about knowing the various factors that may affect the demand for a particular product or services. Yun namang tinatawag natin na SWOT analysis. When we say SWOT analysis, these are strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Pag sinabi nating strength, this is how you analyze what are the strength of your business. Okay? Ano yung kalakasan nito? Saan siya magaling? Saan ka magaling? Magaling ba siya sa market? Magaling sa sales? 'Di ba? Magaling ba sa production? Okay? So, sa weakness naman, you will be able to, okay? You will be able to analyze what really is the problem within the business. Is it internal risk ba or external risk? Ano yung weakness mo? Okay? Is it the production? Mahina ba kayo sa sales? Mahina ba kayo sa marketing? Yun yung mga weakness na karaniwan na ginagawa ng or karaniwan na naa-analyze ng mga entrepreneur. Sa opportunity naman, this comes with what really are the opportunity for a business to expand. Okay, sometimes ang weakness at saka strength, some entrepreneurs were able to come up with an idea how they will become an opportunity for them. Okay? Sabi ko nga sa inyo guys, some entrepreneurs, meron silang kakayanan na makapag-isip ng kung paano sila makakakuha pa ng other opportunity for their business to grow. And lastly, we have threats. Ano yung mga threats na yan? Guys, these threats pertains to the people who stands to be your, what do you call that, competitors. 'Di ba? The risk. 'Di ba? Let's say for example, meron kang tao na gusto mag-start ng sarili ng business, then he gets the idea from your business. Okay? And then your competitors, they were able to get to have a low price than yours. 'Di ba? Kaya sa kanila pumupunta yung mga clients. Ayan. So, the SWOT analysis is very important for you to be able to know kung saan ba magaling, saan mahina, ano yung opportunity, at ano yung mga threats na pwedeng daanan ng business mo. Okay? And lastly, we have the Delphi technique. When we say Delphi technique, guys, this is a systematic way of generating ideas from selecting groups of individuals, which is using various rounds of consultation or sessions. So, tatandaan nyo po, what are the different statistical analysis? First one, market analysis, SWOT analysis, and Delphi technique. Now, let's go on with generating ideas through creative thinking. Guys, dito pumapasok yung number 1, which is brainstorming. When we say brainstorming, this refers to unstructured discussion of a group to elicit ideas. Okay? Since this process is unstructured, the facilitator and participant should entertain lahat ng ideas na meron ang mga participants. No? Even those that are illogical and out of this world. Kasi, after ma-picks yan sa discussion, yung mga various ideas na yan, it will be processed and synthesized in order to come up with an answer dun sa katanungan na how to get the sales, how to do the market, how to take off the business. Okay? Yun yung tinatawag na brainstorming. Okay, for example na lamang, where every time we have our lesson na mahaba, ang ginagawa ni ma'am, isinahati ko kayo sa 4, sa 3, o sa 5 grupo. And then, I gave you, or I'm giving you topics na pwede nyong pag-usapan. And then eventually, through that, by groupings, you are able to get the ideas from one person to another. That's what we call brainstorming. So, si entrepreneur, kailangan din niya ng brainstorming. No? From a fixed period of discussion about the topic, about the sessions, about the ideas, it will come up with the ideas on how to get start with the business. Okay? Guys, number 2, generating ideas through creative thinking. Pangalawa natin, problem inventory analysis. From this problem inventory analysis, dito pumapasok yung parang brainstorming din siya. But it uses the group discussion method para ma-elicit yung ideas mula sa mga participants. Okay? Sa paanong paraan? Sa paraan kung saan it directly identify lahat ng mga possible problems na pwedeng ma-encounter ng specific product or services. Okay? And then kapag na-identify na yung mga possible problems na yon, yung mga issues with the product or services, the participants will be asked and magbigay sila ng mga alternative solutions dun sa problem na yan. Okay? Makakapag-come up sila ng mga solutions kung paano ma-elite or paano matatanggal yung mga risk, paano malalampasan yung problems ng isang product or services. Okay, and then lastly is we have the free association method. When we say free association method, it is another technique that is used in discovering business ideas. Paano? It is a method that has been used in psychology in order to elicit the unconscious thoughts of an individual by means of expressing their thoughts associated with words and ideas given by the therapist. Okay? So, meron siyang mga several applications sa iba't ibang field, kagaya na lamang ng business. Okay? Kasi it can draw from the participant's idea that are associated to or link with a given idea or word. Okay? The group can come out with idea that is set with the basis about the business ventures. Okay? So, ito guys, pwede rin itong gamitan nung tinatawag na scamper method. Ma'am, paano po yung scamper method? Yung scamper method na to guys, ito ay ginamit ni Alex Osborne during his time, wherein he was able to substitute the ideas, combine them, adapt to them, magnify, and put to use. Kapag nagawa niya yon, that is the time he was able to eliminate ano ba yung hindi ko kailangan. Ano ba yung dapat kong pagtuunan ng pansin? And from then on, when he identify it already and evaluate, that is the time that he was able to rearrange the idea. Okay? And then, aside from scamper method, guys, he was able to give also the idea about using the checklist method. Paano po yung checklist method? Actually, ang checklist method, hanggang ngayon ginagawa to natin, no? Even the students were able to do the checklist method. Kasi, listing all the possibilities that ideas can be connected to, process, and associated with. Napaka-importante niyan. Pag may mga lista ka, may sulat ka, madali mo siyang babalikan. Nakuha po? Okay. So, ulitin po ni ma'am, pag sinabi nating free associated method, ito yung technique that is used in discovering business ideas. By what? By unconscious thoughts of individual. Nakuha po? Yun yung free associated or association method. Okay? Ano yung dalawang free association method? Checklist method and scamper. Okay, from Alex Osborne. Ulitin ko po, kaninong idea yung scamper? Alex Osborne. What is the meaning of scamper? Substitute, combine, adapt, magnify, put to use, eliminate, and rearrange. Nakuha po? Next one is generating ideas through trends in business environment. Dito naman guys, pumapasok yung bargaining powers of competitors and suppliers, major shifts in government involvement in business, socio-demographic changes, and technological development. Okay? Those are the generating ideas through trends in business environments. Now, let's go to creativity. A new way of looking at things. Ayan. So, we were now in creativity, a new look of looking at things. So, creativity can be described as the capability of individual to originate new ideas from ideas. The ideas from an individual that is previously exposed. Okay? Parang, yung birth ng new idea is actually done by connecting an idea with other ideas. And from that, natatransform nila to with connections. Maraming paraan yan, guys. Yung connecting ideas to ideas. Ang dami na, no, guys, no? Puro ideas, ideas, ideas. Pero totoo po yan, guys. Sometimes creativity can connect one idea to another. Link them from one idea to another. No? So, kaya nga sabi dito guys, there are so many ways in connecting the ideas. Pwede siyang gawin by means of comparing them, linking them, looking at the similarities and differences, and looking for the trends. No? In the checklist method that is mentioned above, may mga several ideas that can be emerged from a single idea only. Example, yung pandesal. No? The pandesal can be replaced with pan de leche or pan de lemon. Tama, di ba? It can also be mixed with other ingredients like pan de coco or toasted siopaw. Di ba? Tama naman. So, many scholars or psychologists and business coaches have been telling us that creativity can be learned and developed. Kaya, you must be keen and also you must be observant sa lahat ng bagay. Kasi when you look at our surroundings today, the ideas, napakarami po niyan. Sometimes we get to be bombarded with different ideas, but we should be focusing in one only. Nakuha po? Ayan. Kagaya ng binanggit ni Ma'am kanina, diba? So, you have to be more keen and observant. So, there are different factors that influence the creativity of a person. Alamin natin kung ano-ano yung mga factors na yan, guys. First is problem-solving factors. So, sa problem-solving factors, the individual who is not satisfied with existing products and services may think of creative ideas to improve them or simply differentiate these products and services. Let's say, for example, ako. Madalas kasi, guys, pag lumalabas kami ng husband ko tsaka ng anak ko, pag kumakain kami, meron akong nagiging, anong tawag dito? Meron akong nagiging comment. May ligas ako sa pagkain, guys. So, madalas nagkakaroon ako ng comment sa mga pagkain. No? Minsan napupuna ako ng asawa ko, inaamoy ko muna yung pagkain. No? Inaamoy ko muna yung pagkain bago ko siya kainin. Kasi malakas yung pang-amoy ko. Pag hindi ko gusto yung amoy ng pagkain, hindi ko siya kinakain. Tinitigman ko siya pero di ko siya nauubos. And then, from there, nakakapag-isip ako na, lulutuin ko nga to sa bahay. Ulitin ko nga ng luto to. Minsan ganun yung ginagawa ko. That's how I was able to solve that problem, 'di ba? Kasi, may problema to sa lasa. Parang may kailangang gawin, may kailangang i-add dito. 'Di ba? Pero syempre hindi ko sinasabi dun sa may-ari ng karinderya kasi syempre 'di ba? Baka ma-offend ganyan. So kami lang ng husband kayong nag-uusap. Then another one, sa problem-solving factors. My husband is very keen when it comes on problem-solving factors. Bakit? Kasi alam niyo naman we have the business, 'di ba? So, kapag meron akong nagiging problema, most especially financially, how to do the market, how to do the sales, my husband was able to generate other ideas in order to get them. He has so much creative ideas para ma-improve, no? Yung products and services na meron kami. That's how he get to solve the problem. Next, number 2, yung tinatawag nating motivational factors. Ito nakaka-impluwensya din to sa creativity ng isang tao, ng isang entrepreneur. Bakit? Because a highly motivated individuals were able or willing to do something in order to address the dissatisfaction. Anong ginagawa nila? They plan, and more importantly is willing to take the risk. Kasi motivated siya eh. Gusto niyang masolve agad yung problem and willing siya to address ano yung nakaka-dissatisfy sa kanya. Ano yung gusto niyang maging, anong tawag dito, maging output, 'di ba? Nung product and services na ipoprovide niya. 'Di ba? Meron nga kaming laging sinasabi sa mga tao namin when we talk to them, when we have the meeting, 'di ba? Our main goal is to give the value to the clients. The value of our service, the value of our products, in order for them to be satisfied. Na ito yung value ng binabayaran ko. Kaya, ito yung dapat na makuha ko. Diba? Sometimes, we go beyond the expectations in order for the clients to be happy, of course. To be satisfied with the services. Ayan. Diyan yan pumapasok yung motivation factors. Another one, guys, sa motivational factors, of course, pagkita ng pera. Diba? The business owners really are looking at, ay, teka, magsisikapan ko to. Teka, I will do more marketing, get the sales from this product kasi alam ko, nakikita ako dito. 'Di ba? Not to be practical speaking. 'Di ba? The business owners or an entrepreneur is looking for kita itself. 'Di ba? Looking for revenue itself. 'Di ba? But aside from that, they were able to generate different ideas in order to get to the business. Para makapag-generate pa siya ng mas malaki. Para mas mapalawak pa yung kanyang business. Yun yung motivation ng mga entrepreneur. Next one is the situational factors. A creative person is an action person. 'Di ba? Kasi alam nila kung paano i-implement yung plano nila. Alam nila kung paano makaka-resurface yung creativity na meron sila. Eager sila na i-implement yan eh. Kasi from there, they were able to temper their ability as an individual and cooperate with implementing their plan. Teka lang, nabubulol ako. Diba? Natatap yung ability nila para, ay, teka, ito yung idea ko, kailangan magawa ko to. 'Di ba? Ito yung idea ko, so kailangan magawan ko siya ng tamang plano, para maiwasan ng risk. Kaya nga sabi dito, yung mga creative person, they are an action person. Kasi they know how to implement yung plans na meron sila. Okay, there you go. Now let's proceed with organizational factors. So creative problem solving or CPS is a procedure of answering a problem with a mechanism and techniques incorporating with the creativity. So scientific method is also a procedure in answering a problem with the use of rational thinking. So, kaya lang guys, yung solution na ginagamitan ng CPS, hindi siya ganun ka-clear. It could actually cut the problem sa pamamagitan ng scientific method. So, here are the following 6 steps to follow, no? That is being followed by Osborne and Parnes, no? When they were able to get the idea on how to get into the business and to identify the ideas of business through creative thinking. Okay, so here it is. Number 1, we have the setting the objective. When we say setting the objective, this involves the identification of an objective that an individual wishes to achieve. So, pwede siyang maging cumbersome since individual has to differentiate an objective from variety of goals, challenges, issues, or even problems. Number 2 is revisiting the objective. Once you get to have your objectives na on how you get to the business, how to solve the problem of the business, you need to involve and search for studies. You also have to get to reports, analysis, paperwork that is related to your objective set. Number 3, identifying the problem based on the objective set. Kailangan na re-review ninyo yung mga related studies nito. The individual na merong clearer view with the problems. Number 4 is looking for solution once the problem has been identified. Okay? Next, number 5 is select the solution or selecting a solution. Siyempre, naano nyo na yan, identify nyo yan isa-isa, and you also come up with an idea how to solve the problem. So, iisa-isahin ninyo yan. You need to evaluate the process in weighing the significance, the relevance, the feasibility of the options, diba? Nakakailangan ninyo. And lastly is you need to accept the solution. No? In a chosen problem, dapat meron ka ng selected solution. Hindi yung nagwa-one at a time ka pa. Kailangan, you must do it at once. Bakit? Kasi pag napabayaan mo yung problem na meron ka sa business mo, mas pwede pa yung lumaki. Okay? So, these are our topic regarding module number 3 with the title Generating Ideas, Harnessing Logic and Creativity.